This was not my idea at all. It was actually an idea proposed by one of my YouTube subscribers who wrote to me one day during a premiere and said, "Hey Amy, why don't you review some movies as well?" And, well, if you know me, you know that I love challenges. So, okay, I do have another YouTube channel called Virgin Rock, where I review music that I've never heard before. Well, that's a different story, which you can find here. But in a nutshell, I am a classical musician who, due to some unique particularities in my life experience, I really had no exposure at all to modern popular music. But guess what? I also never had a TV growing up, and in fact, I don't even have one now. And no, my family is not part of some religious sect or anything like that. They are, most of them, musicians and craftsmen. So I never listened to other types of music, and I did not watch movies like most people do in their childhood, growing up years. But what did you do then, you might ask? Well, I studied music, and I read. My early childhood was spent on a remote ranch in the mountains of Northern California, far away from any city, and the internet as we know it didn't exist back then, much less reach as far as we lived that far out. But I loved to read, so in my free time, I read any book I could get my hands on. I read every book in the house many times over. I borrowed books whenever I could. I read simply for the pleasure of reading. And when I ran out of books and wanted something fresh, guess what? I read the dictionary. And thesaurus, yes, just for fun. Hard to believe, but it is true. I didn't have the stereotypical bookish girl with glasses look, but that is exactly what I did, cover to cover. Later, my family moved to Tennessee. Occasionally, in my teen years, I did watch a movie, but it was really quite rare. My family just didn't have those habits and practices, and so if I did watch something, it was at a teacher's home, or sometimes I'd dig around YouTube and find something on my own because, of course, we did eventually get connected to the internet. And then I got married a few years back, and it so happens that my husband is not only a lover of both classical and rock music, but also a lover of motion picture arts, I'm going to call it. Well, the first summer after we got married, we spent it all in Germany, and nearly every night for that entire summer, we sat down together and we ate German chocolate, we drank German beer, and we watched movies. I feel like saying a lot of them, because for me, a movie every night, wow. But I know that compared with most of you, it's probably not so much. So this channel is Amy's Cut, meaning my take on the movies I've seen, and this is how it will go. No, I am not going to record myself watching movies. That would be terribly boring. No, what I'll do is I will give you my thoughts on movies, what I think to be the best scenes, the funniest scenes, the craziest scenes, and so forth. And I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll also learn some things along the way. So tell me in the comments what you think, your thoughts about each movie. Of course, like and subscribe, and if you desperately want me to watch and review your favorite movie or movies, you can always commission them on my Ko-fi page. And this does not belong here. At least not yet. So I think I'll replace it with this picture, which Vlad loves very much. It says, "Photography is truth." We've all heard that saying. A movie is truth 24 times a second. And I think it suits, don't you? Action.